Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Derail Daryl's West Coast Wednesday. Thank you for everybody who is here. Let's see who is here. Let me say hello. Okay, so we have got at the top here. Let me go down to the top. Okay, I got Artie from Aussie, from America Model Railroading, and I've got Curly Express. I got Dave BNSF N Scale. I've got John from Schuylkill River Valley, and I got Rail Artist. I've got M&M Rails. Hello. I've got, let me see here, Dundas Junction Model Railroad. Well, hello. And then I've got Dave from Crooked River. And I've got Plumber. And then I've got Richard Wayland, if I pronounced that correctly. And I've got Weathering with AJ. And then I got Chasco. Hello. Hopefully everybody can hear me because I'm on a new camera and a new sound system. The only problem is I can't get the shadow out of my forehead on this side. It's bugging me, but we're just going to have to work with it. So, well, good afternoon, Norman. Okay, so what we're going to start off with tonight is I actually did, I don't know, it just passed. I got running tonight the new Scaltrains veteran locomotive, CNN, tagged along by NNS. So those are new purchases. So I decided to put them on the layout tonight and run them. And that was my wife feeding the dog. So with that said, okay, so I want to start off with some railroad news. So Dave and Pappy visit Wilmer this week, or actually last Saturday. And Dave from Crooked River and Pappy from Try Googling. And they met Wilmer and they did some rail fanning. And they visited a layout. But one thing that I did notice is Pappy and Dave, they made him a really cool mug rack. They made it out of rail spikes and put it in some wood. Not sure how they did that, but it was a really really cool thing. And if anybody wants to comment on that, they can. Okay, so let's see who else popped in here. Boxcar Jerry, hello Jerry. And Possum popped in. And Dave from Crooked River popped in. And Wigwag Workshop popped in. Hello. So if anybody would like to pop into, well, Pappy actually did the video on Wilmer's and Dave and Pappy's adventure. So if you guys would like, go check out that video on Try Googling's page. It's a really cool thing that they did, and they had a really really good time. So now the next thing is oh, we can toss that one. Okay, since Wigwag Workshop is here, the last time I looked for you, you were at 997 subs. So, hello, Martin Shearsma. So, with that said, please go check out Wigwag Workshop's channel and check him out. He's got a really cool channel. He does all kinds of things. So, really, really interesting channel. Um, I think one of my favorite things on his page is he's got the wigwag marker light wigwagging back and forth. That is really cool. That's something you just don't see very often in the rail on the railroads anymore. At least not that I see. So yeah, no. So he's like I said, he's at 997, and if anybody would like to help him out, I really appreciate that. Thank you, Jerry, for putting up his link. Much appreciated. So let's see what else we got there. Oh, and I also want to say hello to. Oh wow, thank you, Dave. Awesome of you. So Dave from Crooked River just gave me a $10 sticker. Awesome of you, my friend. And I just want to say hello to my aunt and uncle who are watching in New York. And I want to say hello, hello, Uncle Gary and Aunt Diane. Thank you for watching. Um, I see Dundas Junction Model Railroading. I've never seen you here, my friend, but very welcome. I've heard a lot about your channel, so I'm definitely going to go check you out. Much appreciated. And another thing in news today. Oh, hello, Susanna. So Susanna is from the UK. She's got a great channel, and I appreciate you being here, Susanna. Um, Curly. Curly did a couple of shorts this week on his railroad, and I do believe that Curly got a lot of love, and he got a lot of great ideas on how to hook up those insulated um, the insulated plastic rail joiners to his electrofrogs. And I don't know, Curly, how's it working out? If you can put up in the comments, that would be wonderful. Yeah, Mark, shorts and Curly. Exactly. So here, let me yeah, so and then Curly put up another short, and Curly was still a little bit not quite understanding, but I believe Curly got enough love where hopefully he got it. So um, hats off to the guys who helped him. So, like I said, anybody who hasn't been here, I live in Southern California and I have a garage layout. Of course, it's super, super hot here in the garage today, and my temperature gauge is reading pretty, pretty hot, triple digits in here. So it's a double main line, as you can see behind me, and it's a modern HO scale layout, and nothing really on my layout you can buy or purchase because I pretty much make all the concrete tilt ups myself, and per what I see out here in Southern California. Hello, Waycross. Thank you for making it. And today I'm running all scale trains. So because they run for hours, and I usually don't have a problem with them. And like I said today, I put on my new scale trains CN veterans ones hooked up to NNS. So does anybody have any questions for me? I'll let you guys put them up in the comments. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a link up to invite. Thank you, Susanna. Thank you very much. And again, if anybody hasn't seen Susanna's layout, it's a stunning layout. She's done a wonderful, wonderful job with it. Okay, Rail Artist, I hear you. So Wigwag is 9997. So hopefully we can get them over 1,000 in this stream. That would be a landmark. Let me see. What else did I put in here? We landed on the moon. I don't know if we're going to use that one tonight. Okay, so I have another one. So this week, I have a good friend of mine. His name's David. He has a channel called HO Powertrains. And I think the end of last week and this week, well, I think the end of last week, he went to Hollywood with his model trains. If anybody doesn't know David from HO Powertrains, he's just he's a character, and he's different and he's unique, and I love his stuff. I really do. But the most important thing, he does something different than nobody else does, and that's what makes David worth going to his channel and giving David some love. What I mean by David went to Hollywood, one of his last videos, he put a bunch of clips of Hollywood people in there, and it was a pretty good mix of Hollywood clips, and it was really, really cool. I really enjoyed it. Hello, George. And hello, Tom's NS Layout. Thank you for joining today. Hello, John Davey. So John Davey is family, and like I said, I have family folks watching from the East Coast, and so everybody say hello to John. And also with David's layout, his last video, he also does RC stuff, which is kind of cool. Hello, Lynn McCurdy and Frank the Steeler friend. Hello. Thank you for being here. He also purchased a new big, large RC dump truck, which a quarter of his layout, he backed it up in front of the camera and did a dump of a bunch of HO scale trains. Now, of course, I wouldn't suggest that, but just that he does something off the wall stuff like this is very interesting. And so let me put up Hollywood. I lived in Hollywood for 3 months. Never made it into the adult film industry. Okay, we can always count on Artie. But the real characters haven't come up. Artie's just the start. And thank you, Artie, for that. I really appreciate that. So Wigwag, when you hit your 1,000, please let us know. I believe there's enough people here to help you get over 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, David took his new RC and dumped a load of trains, and the rest of the time I think he spent fixing them. So anyways, kind of funny. So here we go again. He's a character. Love his channel. So there you go. You heard this as far as away from Australia. Thank you, Artie. I appreciate you. I really do. And also not to mention, he made a boxcar for me. I actually did a video on the boxcar that he did for me. And I think one of the best parts, he did a great job, and he christened it for me. So, well, hello, JD. Thank you and good evening. Thank you, John. Thank you very, very much. So let's put, okay, so there is the link, I believe, for David's channel. And then I hit earlier thanks to Boxcar Jerry's live stream. Well, all right. Thank you very, very much, Boxcar Jerry. Congratulations, Wigwag Workshop. And like I said, he's got a really cool channel. So so as someone's ears must have been ringing. So this is David. This is the gentleman I was just talking about his channel. Hello, Daryl and friends. Super thanks, Daryl. Much love here with the train community. Yes, David, and that's all we're about. We're about supporting each other, and you know we're about helping each other out. Really, basically, is what it comes down to. So, well, hello, Jim Paspaloff. Hello, how are you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. I appreciate you, brother, coming up on. Jim is one of my really good friends, and he's been a really good supporter. And all right, Plumber, we'll see you later. Thank you for stopping by. Wigwag says, I appreciate the support, Derail Daryl, and all the greatly appreciate. You're very, very welcome. So I believe John just put that link up for you, David. So all right, let's put Curly's up. HO David, I'm posting another video on more help. That's good. And then Boxcar Jerry, congrats again, Stephen. Get working on the dollar sign. Good night, folks. Okay, good night, Jerry. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, so there goes that one. That one goes out the door. Okay, so another news in the train world or in our train community. Jason the Train Freak, he's doing a contest. Okay, and his contest is going to end Saturday the 20th at midnight. So, in his contest, kind of consists of numbers and places, and it's a really neat contest. And if anybody hasn't heard about it, go to Jason's contest and enter. I believe he's giving an N scale locomotive away, so that's a pretty neat gift. So let me see here. Okay. Hello, Hillbilly Railroad, Scott. How are you doing today, brother? Appreciate you stopping in. Looking again, and I appreciate everybody stopping by. Okay, so this is my second stream. The first one was kind of a promptu. This is actually one of my first streams going on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hello, Pappy. Thank you for being here, my friend. And Pappy, why you're here, maybe you can kind of explain, because I said that you and Dave from Crooked River did that really nice cup rack, and I know you picked up the spike heads, and I believe Dave did the woodwork, but I'm not quite understanding how you got them in there. But that was a really, really cool gift that you guys gave to Wilmer. And it looks like you guys had a great, great time. So maybe if you can put up there, maybe in simple words, on how you did that. Okay. Okay, thank you, John, for putting that up. Okay, so since this is my second live stream for Wednesdays, okay, so what my channel is going to be about on Wednesdays is it's the middle of the week, and I'm going to give people a chance to come up here, and if they want to come up and say a few things, I am going to be doing some working on some stuff. I'm just in the beginning stages of working on that because I would like to do some tutorials and to give some interesting um, view on how I do things. And well, there goes that Canadian National behind me and the NS. That Canadian National is just absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. And like everybody should, I mean, if you don't know, I'm a UP nut. I love Union Pacific. Very partial to Union Pacific, but I love all class one railroads, and that's why you'll see different class railroads landing on my layout. So so here we go. Pappy just so I do the whole thing. I cut the spikes down, clean them up, and cut and burn the wood, drill the holes, and pound the spikes and hit them in with super glue. Okay, that makes sense. That makes very sense because the way I saw it, I was like, wow. I mean, rail spikes are pretty heavy. So cool. That was just an awesome job that you did for Wilmer, and it looked like I said, it looks like you guys had a really, really great time. So keep doing what you're doing, my friends. It's very fabulous, my bud. Thank you very, very much. So Pappy is going to reply, and it says, I do have a video on me making them that way back on my channel. Cool. And again, very, very cool how you did that. That was really, really cool. Hello, Mystic. Thank you for coming. Much appreciated. So, um, so like I said, Wednesday nights are going to be more like a kind of kickback, relax, and I am going to be doing some. I'm going to be doing some stuff just to kind of show you how I do it. As like 80% of my layouts mostly done, and um, and I just saw George pop up again, which reminded me. George uploaded a video. Look, if anybody hasn't seen George's channel as well, um, George, he is just incredible with making stuff. And he's in Florida. And I want to say O scale, but I'm not an O scaler. So, but I love all sizes and rail sizes. So George has got a really cool layout, and he just uploaded a video not about a day or two ago about him making these buildings for his second level, and I was just so impressed by what George does. And I usually can't, get enough of his building making. I think about a month ago he did like a sawmill type of building. It was just really, really cool. I mean, that's what model railroading is about. And again, thank you, John. Um, okay, so all right. Does anybody have any questions for me? I mean, a lot of people who are already on there kind of already know me. So I'll let the comments come up. So look, I got a newer camera. Actually, Jim Tedesco was doing cameras. There was a couple of videos that he was doing every other week, and I actually happened to end up buying one of those cameras. And so far, it's just a huge difference. My last videos, this is, well, okay, it just did it. So there's a blip. There's a blip every once in a while. And I noticed that the other day when I was streaming with this camera. Now, my streaming laptop never did that. So I'm almost positive it's the new camera. And I'm not too sure why it does that. But I think I'll just put up with it right now because the camera is making a better view of my layout. Because as my streaming computer, all it did was, all it was trying to do was go in and out, in and out, in and out. And it kept focusing on me, which was whitewashing the back of my layout where I actually stream from. I've got many places I can stream from, but this is one of the layout sides that I choose to stream from because I get a lot of love from the water scene that I made. Hence is like Dave from Crooked Rivers, Waters, his river pour. Just absolutely gorgeous, just beautiful. So, back to George's channel. He's got all the bells and whistles, and I think I did comment it. I said, if I keep watching your channel, George, I'm going to switch over to O Gauge. I mean, look, this is where I started, and a couple of my family members will probably remember. But back east, when I got sent to back east, New York, near Binghamton, New York, and thank you, David. I started off with Lionel, the 3-rail, where the old school 3-rail, and me and my uncle, we would go out there, and he was like, 5 or 6 years older than me, and we'd go out there and stick it on the grass, hook it up, and run trains out there. It was the greatest thing. So actually, that's where I started, was back, back here in California, but also back east. So, oh wow, thank you, Pappy. Thank you for the $5 sticker. Oh, you like the angle? Oh, okay, perfect. Well, I give it to the camera, and like I said, hats off to Jim Tedesco's channel. And if anybody doesn't know Jim Tedesco, check his channel out too. He's doing some cool 3D printing stuff, and Jim's just a great guy. So, let me see here. Well, that's good. The chat's moving slow enough that I can actually read what's going on, and I'm not going to lag in it. So again, George's channel, please go check out George's channel. Besides his layout being absolutely just beautiful and gorgeous, it's just, he does a lot of builds, which, I really don't see a lot of that. So hats off to George and his channel. FL Railroad Dog. Okay, so everybody heard me on Jason's contest, I believe. So, all right, we can get rid of that one. Okay, all right. I did Wigwag's workshop. All right, here's another topic. Number 45's home got raided in Florida. Okay, that was it. So, yeah, there was a few things in there probably weren't railroad worthy, but I just put them in there. So I got about half of my show over with. So, like I said, my channel's just going to be about, just hanging out, maybe some news with channels and stuff like that. Because it's in the middle of the week, and I'm going to have fun doing it because I have a lot of supporters who will come and support me, and I appreciate you all. So, yeah, I'm seeing the picture, and the camera's just doing a phenomenal job on the picture. It's not going in, it's not going out. So in the back of my layout's not being washed out. So let me see here. Here, okay. Here with Artie, here's another character. We could talk about Colt 45 malt liquor. We sure can. Anybody who wants to talk about something, just let's talk about it. we can talk about other 45s too. All right. Derail Daryl, do you have any other hobbies? Yeah, I do. Um, and it's one of those things in California that's hard to be. But um, I'm a gun nut, love guns, and I do belong to a gun club, and it's just actually kind of northeast of you, JD. It's Oak Tree. So yeah, I do a lot of shooting there. But the problem is right now it's so darn hot that I don't choose to go out and shoot. But yeah, and here it is again. Shout out to my family back east. I did a lot of shooting in my younger ages, and like I said, my grandma, she reminded me always of not Pancho Villa, but maybe Pancho Villa, maybe as a female. I mean, I remember her wearing her vest and wearing her bullets that crossed her chest, and she would be riding in the Jeep with a shotgun, and she would be harboring probably a 45 caliber gun, and we would ride that Jeep up to the dump up in New York because that's where they would dump their trash. So it's kind of a really neat story. So I got sent back there on the summers, and you know, I really enjoyed it. Those are memories. Like my uncle Gary's house, he lived at the lake. I mean, we did the boating there, and we ate, we had festivals, and it was a lot of fun. So let me put up here. Well, there's a topic. How are all the folks in SoCal going to charge their electric cars today if California is telling everyone to conserve? Yeah, correct. Um, yeah, right. Well, I heard some good news about Lake Mead. Actually, Lake Mead, I think Lake Mead rose about 18 inches. And so that's good news because without electric, they're not going to really be able to charge their cars. And look, I got a couple friends who own Teslas. They love them. They just absolutely love them. The only problem is they can't get from here to the Colorado River without having to stop and you know do their thing. And they're very few and far apart. So, Lynn McCurdy, hello. How are you? If I didn't say hello, John Banicki, hello, John. So so that's good news about Lake Mead. I just heard that we got some water there, very needed water, and John. Lake Mead will drop another 2 feet when they pull all the bodies out. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're finding all kinds of things in that lake, and yeah, absolutely right. I mean, it's crazy, but it's kind of look, it's kind of scary if you really think about it. And hello, Anthony from GSB. They're just it's kind of scary because a lot of people aren't paying attention. Out of their 8 or 9 generators, I believe only four or five of them are running, and that's not good because when it gets down to a certain level, those generators don't run. And Hello, Low Country Railroad. Welcome. And yeah, so hello, Tina. I don't. Oh, here we go. All right. I wasn't kidding when I said I had family from back east. Hi, Daryl. It's Uncle Gary. Great show. Thank you, Uncle Gary. Okay, probably haven't seen me in probably what, 20 years? Do I look any different? Hello, Almar. Good evening. And hello, Tina. I don't think you've ever been on my channel, so welcome. All right, we got a lot of hellos to my. Yeah, haven't changed a bit. Yeah, I'm still that blonde-headed brat from Southern California. Okay, so I do have a question. Okay, so um, you know, I don't know how everybody feels, but if some of my supporters and my friends, because really that's who you are. I mean, if you guys would like to see me build or do something, please put up in the comments. Yes. Well, thank you, Tina. Thank you for being a new sub here. Again, my name is Daryl. It says so on the screen, and I go live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. California time and 8 p.m. Eastern. So, where are you chatting from, Tina? If you don't mind me asking. Let me see here. Okay. Well, I didn't prepare for that tonight. So then go ahead and build or do something already. So there was another piece of news that happened actually last night. Um, I think a lot of us saw it. Heath did an unboxing last night, and it was empty. That was pretty big news. So I thought that was pretty funny and pretty cool. I think Keith played a joke on all of us. So that was a little bit of railroad news. Okay, so Tina said she was from Singapore. Wow, well, hello, Tina from Singapore. Oh, so I'm watching here in Singapore, so the time here is 8:38 a.m. Well, thank you, Tina. Thank you for joining. This is just a railroad channel, and we talk mostly about model railroading, but it's also a nice big community. We also talk about other things, and um, wow, that's a big one, Singapore. That's really cool. I'm humbled to have you on, Tina. Thank you. So, so Possum. So Possum says Heath did an unboxing and didn't take all night. Yeah, he didn't. Actually, it was. I think it was pretty fast. And so um, another piece of news in the railroad history, railroad news. A lot of you guys are familiar with Trackside Mike, and he does. Him and actually James Galton do a live version of at 7 p.m. on Monday. So, if anybody would like to join Trackside Mike and James Galton, they're on at 7 p.m. So, well, thank you, Tina. And so, yeah, got a great channel, and please go check them out. And thank you, David. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for being here on the chat. Much appreciated. So, I'm going to, I'm actually going to do an invite. So I'm just going to put a link up there. And okay, there's my link to this stream. So if anybody would just like to, if they want to just come up and say something, great. And but yeah, here it is again. I am preparing to. I am preparing. Like I said, right now it's so darn hot. It's almost next to impossible to do a build in here. But this is the only place I'm allowed to do one. Can't do it in the house. So so I have to do it out here. So I do have quite a few things in mind, and I'm excited to be able to do them. And when I do those builds, I am going to need some help because I'm going to need someone to watch the chat while I actually work on it. So those are going to be upcoming events on this channel. But for right now, I'm just going to do by the seat of my pants, and we'll see what happens. So. Okay, thank you, Mystic. Much appreciated. Okay, hold on. I gotta wet the whistle there. Yeah, I'm dripping sweat. But in any case, yeah, I think that would be the same. I think that would be the same for anybody. Smell of tester's glue is good for you. Okay, so I did put a link up there. So if anybody wants to grab it and come on up and join the chat, and if they want to say something, talk about anything, that would be great. More than happy for somebody to join up. If not, then that's fine too. I can just keep yakking away. So come all of you, let's eat some breakfast. Well, that sounds really, really good. What is for breakfast, Tina? All right, so John, let me see here. So northern Indiana has been really nice. So John, I believe you are in is it Indiana, I believe? So here's Artie back. Yeah, still close enough for breakfast for me. We'll be right over. Artie. Very cool. All right, there you go, Artie. I'm eating egg and mayonnaise. Sounds good. So again, I did put my link up there. I guess I'm not going to have any takers today, so it's still up there if anybody wants to grab the link and come on up and have some conversation. Other than that, um, I'll yak about my layout. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to yak about my layout. Hello, DES. And Rel Artist said he's back. Tom's NS Layout says it's beer time here. Sounds good. So, like I said, this is um, okay, Mike. Thank you. So this isn't my first rodeo, and I think you've all heard me say this. Is not my first rodeo as far as layouts go. This is going to be my last layout as far as me building. And as we all do know, we all go up on each other's pages, new pages, and we check each other's layouts and we find new layouts, and we all say to ourselves, why didn't I do that? Or why didn't I do this? Or I should have done that. And we all do it. And after years of just building, tearing down, building and tearing down, I finally just put on a piece of paper, drew out exactly what I wanted, and this is what I came up with. And I'm really grateful for the staging area that I have. I have approximately probably anywhere from 34 to 38 feet of space down there to park trains, and and then it comes up around the peninsula actually that I'm streaming from, and then it gets up onto the layout. And like I said, most 80% of my layout is completed, um, but I still have a lot that hasn't been done. I have absolutely got a stunning that I'm going to probably stream from maybe the next time. Um, and not a lot of people have seen it. I believe it's my first video that I ever did on YouTube, and it took some time for it to actually get even, I think, even over 20 views. It probably took a week or so, but I was just tickled pink that it even got any views. But that is the same mountain range, and I think I might stream from that one next week. Um, but my channel is going to be, like I said, it's in the middle of the week. It's a Wednesday, and there's a lot of things going on, and um, that's good, George. So George says, once I get approved by StreamYard, I will take you up on that offer. I appreciate that, George. I would love to have you up, absolutely, because again, George's layout is stunning, and like I said, I can't be I the builds that he does is just incredible. So here we go. Here's Artie. My layout has taken a lawsuit against me for neglecting it for the last 3 weeks almost. I'm sorry to hear that, Artie. Tina says, okay. John, okay. Mr. John from Schuylkill River, he'll read your why can't I sub to the people here. Maybe John will answer that for you, or he'll put up your link, and that way people can sub to you, and then because John's the master of this, and it's a pleasure having you, buddy. Oh yeah, right. I did hear something about that. It says YouTube took that feature off, Tina. I did hear something about that where they made it really easy where you can just go right there and you can hit their icon. And okay, George, not a problem. I appreciate you coming on up. So here we go. So John says, Tina, you can sub. It's just YouTube only allows moderators to give directly to the channel. You'll have to type in the name. Okay. Sorry about that, Tina. But there's your explanation. George said it. They took that feature off, and then John just put up right here. So again, so John put up Tina's channel. Very good. So Grandpa Rel's. So there you go, Tina. Grandpa Rel subscribed to you. And try Googling. I just subbed you. And there you go, Tina. Just subbed her too. And then Anthony. Daryl, industry in the background. What is it? The industry in the background, right directly behind me, is actually a it's a petroleum company. And you know, none of my buildings have names on them yet because I'm not good at printing up stuff like that. I'm still trying to learn how to do some things, but yeah, no, behind me behind me is a and like I said, that is just made out of it's what they call a concrete tilt up here, and you know they're making their way elsewhere in the United States. And why they call them concrete tilt ups is basically they're just concrete slabs poured. They pour the floor first, and then they pour the sides of the building. And then where it gets the name tilt up is once those forms are formed, and they rise them up and they erect them, and then they build a roof to it. So that's why they call them concrete tilt ups. And all those concrete tilt ups that I have on my layout are actually made by hardboard. And it's just the hardboard we use to shadow box or, you know, finish the outside of our layout. That's what I use for those. And it's a really neat feature. And then I just take them and I paint them, and then I scribe lines in them where, you know, every 20, 30 feet, you know, to give it that look like they've been put together individually. And then I paint, like I said, I paint them up to colors that are kind of what you would see out here, kind of on the West Coast. So that's what makes it really neat. So Daryl, you run any passenger trains? No, actually, I don't. Actually, I do have passenger trains, but you know, I was up talking to Trackside Mike and Chris and M&M Rails and Bubs 031. I was talking to them, and they showed me some really neat Canadian railroads, and I thought that would be really, really cool. So, but no, I don't run any passengers. Look, my layout's about movement, and it's about movement of rail cars and trucks, because that's what I do have on my layout. I have a lot of tractors and a lot of trailers, and that's what I'm into. That's nice. That was a big giant bee. Cool. I'll give you something to look at while I'm flinging it around. Hello, Bob. Bob from PK and Western Model Works. Good evening. So yeah, if that kind of helps out, I mean, okay, real artist, thank you very, very much. Appreciate you being here. Now, the trains do have sound, of course. I just prefer not to run them because they're kind of obnoxious. And they're loud, but that's the way I like to run them. Hello, Rick's Railroad. He says here, I need to find a warehouse for my layout. And then Artie, long distance passenger trains are constantly moving, derailed Daryl. They are much better to travel in as it's rocking and one gets away with a lot. Yeah, I hear that. You know, my wife and I, we do take the train. We take the Amtrak train. We'll take it from Fullerton, California, and then we'll take it up to Santa Barbara. And now that I know JD, every time I go by there, I'm going to wave to you. Hello, JD. Because JD actually lives, I won't say where he lives, but JD actually lives probably about 2 hours away from where I am in Southern California. And actually, AJ lives over the hill. Yeah, AJ's probably, speaking of AJ, where did he go? Hey, Daryl, sorry, my parents are making me do chores. Laugh out loud. Well, that's good. That's good that you're doing chores, AJ. You're earning your keep, young man. I'm glad to hear your parents are making you do them. Hello, Ian. Yeah. So that's funny. Lehigh River subdivision. Hello, Ian. And then and everybody, I just want to say, so I believe it was last weekend. Uh, Lehigh River subdivision, Ian did a premiere, and I believe it was one of his first ones. And I just want to say, well, you did a fine job. It was really great, great rail fanning, and even my mom sat down and watched it with me, which kind of a lot, um, but because she gets bored pretty quick, but she absolutely loved watching your premiere. Um, So, but she did ask me, how come he's not going live? I go, Mom, sometimes they go live, sometimes they do a premiere. Then I had to go through the whole thing and explain to my mom what a premiere is. So, Ian, great job. JT. Let me know. I'll be standing at the station to wave. Ha ha. I will. I actually will, my friend. Hey, JD, we're so close. We absolutely should hook up sometime soon. Absolutely. So there you go. So Tina, she says, done sub to Grandpa Rails. Well, thank you, Tina. All right, Tom. Now, Tom's NS layout, here's another layout. I didn't get to speak about, but you know, Tom's one of those new upcomers in model railroading, and he's got a really neat layout. Actually, I don't think I've ever commented on it, but he's got walls of NASCARs, so which was really cool. And I just never commented on that part because I was just commenting on his layout. So again, um, if anybody would go check out Tom's NS train layout, I'm sure he would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. It's kind of a cool channel. So maybe I'll get on the train and we'll go have a beer in Santa Barbara. There you go. Sounds like a fun time, my friend. Anyways, speaking of that, um, it's a fun time taking the train from Fullerton to Santa Barbara. And, it's like about a 2.5 hour, 3 hour train ride. And then we get off at the pier in Santa Barbara. We go have dinner or brunch or whatever, and we go shopping. And so it's a good day. And then we get back on the train, and it's just almost dark. And by the time we're going through LA, it's dark. And then by the time we get to Fullerton, it's almost midnight. And it's a really, really a great fun time. So we did that just before COVID hit, and now that most of the restrictions are all up and off, we're going to go do that again soon. So so Tina says, I just give back. Thank you, Tina. And I believe, did I put this up? Tom's NS layout. Again, John, thank you. You are such a great guy. Love to have you here. Well, there you go, Tom. So you got a I as well sub. Tom, thanks. So I have memories of Santa Barbara. I was kidnapped there by two girls in 98. Not going there. Okay. I think everybody got the picture there because I sure did. Sounded like a fun capture, Artie. I kind of jealous. Well, hello, Randall Ellison. So George said he subbed as well. Cool. Thank you, George. And then Rick's Railroad. Just seen today Amtrak might go from Ann Arbor, Minnesota, up to Traverse. Is that Missouri, Minnesota? I was reading that today. Hope they do that. I'm not really sure. Um, but we have several ways we can go here. I mean, we can get on the train here. We can go to Michigan. Okay, thank you. I don't travel much east, so thank you. Um, okay, between the train rocking and the kidnapping, I want to be Artie. Oh my gosh. All right, Tina said Tom NS, nice layout, and he does. He has a nice layout, and as like I said before, I mean, if anybody's a NASCAR fan, I mean, he has on his walls. I mean, just stacked on top of each other, very nicely done, of a lot of NASCAR cars, and I've never commented on it, but absolutely go check his channel out. It's really cool. So Artie is famous down under. Pope visited Australia and took a picture. Everybody asked, who was that, Artie? Oh my God, George. George, you got to get you got to get your StreamYard hooked up. It's super easy. It really, really is. It's super easy. And then you can just join the fun. I mean, look at Artie's last week's stream. And I'm sorry, Artie, I forgot to mention yours because that was Railroad History last Saturday night on Artie's stream. And I mean, it was a lot of fun. It really, really, really was. I mean, sorry to the chat. I mean, but I think the chat was just having just as much fun watching everybody make fools of themselves. And it was a lot of fun. And, again, sorry to mention your channel there, Artie, but yeah, everybody go check out Artie's channel. Actually, Artie's doing some really, really cool things. He's doing these, how would you describe it, Artie, or if anybody can else, because it's just not coming to my head right now. But Artie's channel had started taking off when he started doing these. Again, I'm lost for words right now. So Lehigh River, Artie is a man from down under, the music man. So Dave from Crooked River in Eastern said, hey, Tina, I just went and subbed to your channel. I will go later and watch some videos of yours. Cool. And Tina, I'm going to do the same. You actually made us all hungry here today. So let's see. What has Artie got to say here? That's right, Artie. We all need to let our hair down now and then. Yeah, Artie. I mean, it was really a fun scene. It stream. It was, and I always appreciate you, inviting me in. Really, I do. Okay, there it is. Thank you, Pappy. Daryl, you're talking about his animations. Yes, that is correct. His animations. Yes. Okay. Artie says you can say it's animation. Okay, Artie, just put in quick in a comment what exactly it is because I forget what it actually is called. There's actually a name for it, but Artie's really, really good at it. So Randall says, I guess I have my own version of SMT's Nerf cat after Artie's stream. Yeah, you do. So Waycross. Hello, Waycross. Sorry if I didn't see you earlier. Looking for app for live stream, YouTube by Tracks and Waycross of CSX. Now, I gotta say, if anybody hasn't seen Waycross's video, he's got some really nice videos, and that would be really nice if you could stream from. Well, I think you have, if I'm not mistaken, but go check out Waycross. I think the YouTube algorithm requires views and subs for Tina to get credit points. Dave is right on. Yes, and hear it again. It's that whole sub and like and thing. Everybody will say, "Hey, I subbed you," but your sub does not count unless you give them. Listen very closely. 9 times out of 10, I'll say, I'm a new subscriber, but lately I've just been doing it a different way. And that's fine if everybody else wants to do it that way. I give you 3 gifts. So my 3 gifts to you are, I'm subscribed, your first gift. Your second gift is, I'm going to smash that bell. And your third gift is I'm commenting. So that's my 3 gifts to you. And that doesn't say any clearer that you're subscribed. And then your sub is never going to be taken away unless you don't want your sub there. So there you go. All right. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, no, I put that, I just unboxed it today. I could have done an unboxing, but I, you know, I don't know. So I put it on today. I put that Canadian National on there along with the BNS. Those are the newest scale trains out, and they're running on my layout right now. Thank you. They are. It's that Canadian National is just beautiful. It's gorgeous. So who else did I see jump in here? Okay, everybody. John 26:18. Everybody knows John 26:18. Hello, John. And we all know that John is an exceptional modeler, and his weathering techniques are just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And John is building a layout. He's back on, but you know, uh, I think a lot of us are bugging him that we want to see more. But he's like everybody else, you know. It's time. So George says, yeah, if you don't view at least one video, they unsubscribe from you. Yes. And I believe that's, yeah, it's a YouTube algorithm. And actually, when I notice my algorithm, and I'm sure it's with everybody else's, it's when you do a video is when the algorithm hits in, because otherwise you're really not known. Your channel isn't producing anything until you do a video. That's when the algorithm hits. And that's what I've noticed. Like tonight, when I'm done live streaming, by tomorrow, I'll be down quite a few subs just because someone who subbed to me, who said they subbed to me, didn't fully sub to me, which means like, comment, and subscribe. That's just it. I lose that sub. Thank you, John. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so here's Artie. I can't think of how animation is called, but it's bringing figures and video vehicles to life. Yeah, there is a name for it, but I'm telling you, Artie, you've hit the nail right on the head. And here it is again. Artie is just doing a fabulous job on this. It's just that he's been having some problems with internet issues and other things, so he's trying to resolve those. So Artie right now is pretty much Saturday nights, 8 o'clock Saturday night. For anybody who heard that, he's hosting the Brady Bunch. So, and it's a good time. So here's what Ian. So Lehigh River subdivision. I watch a full video, like, comment on at least one when I sub. Exactly, exactly, and that will keep your sub. Look, it's all nice to hear that someone subbed to you, but you got to go through the whole thing. And then Pappy from Try Googling, he says the same thing. He says, yeah, you do have to watch one or two. So, you know, I can't say it enough. So Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt got one of those CN units. Hopefully get it running this weekend. Very cool. George, it's a beautiful, I mean, Anthony, it's a beautiful locomotive, and it'll look exceptionally good on your layout. And um, again, Georgia Sunbelt. Okay, usually in this week, what I'll do is my channel, I'm going to, start the first off on things that I've just picked out during the week on people's channels. And, Anthony has a really beautiful layout he's been working on. And I do, every time that he posts, I'm just amazed at what Anthony does on his layout. And then again, here's another exceptional person on model railroading. And, what's really neat about this community is, all the love each other, we can all give to each other, and You know, that's what my channel is going to be about. So throughout the week, I'm going to look at videos, and come that Wednesday, I'm going to give some support and just kind of tell you what's been going on. You know, I think that's pretty cool. So here's Daryl, do you see any scene over your way? You know, I don't see any. Basically, what I see, maybe JD can say something different. Maybe he's seen something different, but I know for my area, it's mostly UP, BNSF. Occasionally, I'll see NS. I'm trying to think. Maybe there's something else I've seen. Um, but no, that's pretty much it. And it's a rarity to see NS. Um, Now, I'm sure you might be able. I might see some different things like on the pass, but I don't get over that way very often. So Ian says, I think YouTube removes your subs when in your comment you say you subbed. I never type. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't put that. Okay, there you go. That could be it too. That could be it. So where everybody heard that, I think Ian's got the right wording correct. Just don't say it. Just do it in another form. But um, for some reason, my channel, for some reason, I don't know, I don't know what it is, but I don't know everybody who subscribes to me. It doesn't say. And I've tried to figure it out, but it doesn't say. I mean, the only way I know that somebody's actually subscribed to me is usually they'll comment. But when I subscribe to somebody, I just don't subscribe. I like to let them know that I gave them love. So I think that maybe is a better way of saying it. I don't know, but I think Ian, you're right, and thank you for that comment, because we're all here to help one another. So back to Tina. Let's see what Tina says. Thank to all of you from the bottom of my heart. Well, you're very welcome, and thank you for being here. And then Waycross. Okay, it's only 45 subscribers and do live stream app. Would YouTube strike my channel for enough subscribers? Can anybody answer that in chat? I think you need at least 50, but if you're using StreamYard, I don't know if that matters. Does anybody in the chat can answer that for Waycross? Okay, there it goes. Okay, here it is. Dave from Crooked River answered stop action, and then Artie answered his own question. Stop action. That was the word we were looking for. Okay. Okay, YouTube has been acting up this week too. None of the shows started automatically as it should for me. Well, Artie, there's a lot of things I can say to that, but I'm not going to say I'm on live TV. So PK and W model works. The sub for sub game is not as easy as it sounds. No, and I will tell you, it's not easy. And I believe it's actually harder to find someone who's going to subscribe to your channel than is actually to watch your channel, because I think you can actually get your watch hours up before let me put up okay, Dave BNS and Scale. Anthony is a great guy. Met him at Vinny's. Yes, I haven't met Anthony, but I can tell you personally, it's like a lot of people that I've met. Anthony's a good friend of mine. And, you know, I give Anthony as a lot of love as I can when he posts. You know, everybody says hello to each other in the chat. Anthony is always nice to say hello back. And I think it's very important that people say hello to everybody. But sometimes in some of the streams, it takes 10 or 15 minutes before everybody slows down. So you can actually start the show because everybody's saying hello to each other. And it's great. It really, really is. Trust me, I'm not complaining. So Miss Tina asks, so if you don't watch the video, all my new subs will be lost. Yes. You got Tina, you got to go up and give them love. You got to go up. You got to watch one or two of their videos. You got to comment, and you got to hit the like button, or you're going to lose your subs. And the same goes with us, Tina. You got to get on our channels, and you got to watch ours, and you got to give us the thumbs up, and you got to watch a couple of videos. Because what happens, actually, YouTube considers just a scribe. Doesn't matter if it's sub for sub. They consider it a bot. That's what they consider it. It's just a bot because it didn't do anything. It just pushed sub. So Randall, you know, I did put a link up here, but nobody's taken it. That's fine. I'm doing pretty good on my own. I still got 3 locomotives coming in yet. All Frisco power. A Rapido U25B and a 2 scale trains SD38-2s. That's cool. Well, I'm running. Don't ask me because I'm not a look, guys. I'm not a engine buff or anything like that. Look, if you've ever watched some of my intros, I just come on and say, hello, my name is Daryl, and I play with trains because that's what I do. That's really what I'm about. I just play with trains, you know, and I love the modeling, and you know, I have a lot of fun. Hi, Daryl in chat. Okay, Miss Tina, if you're hearing us, here's another one you can sub to. Steve 87th. Oh, there's Artie. Your master giving you free time, I see. I won't comment on that one. Okay, here's Anthony again. StreamYard don't work well on my iPad. Okay, I'm just going to go off and say it. Okay, I was told if you want to live stream on YouTube, if you want to live stream on anything, it's best to start with a streaming computer. That's what I have. It's a streaming computer, and it's worked very, very well. Yes, they're not that cheap, but it's well worth the money. And this laptop is exclusively for my layout. That's all it is, just for my layout. And I'm glad I bought it because I did first on YouTube, and for some reason, I was having a lot of problems. Maybe because I don't know why, but as soon as I got a laptop to do this, I had no problems, no issues whatsoever. It's just been good. It's just been really good to me. So Grandpa, okay. I meant to put JD's. Now I need to make a banana cake. Okay. All right, there's Miss Tina again. Yes, I'm watching some of your videos. This is the advantage of 2 phones. Laugh out loud. Now I know why all my new subs have been gone because they don't actually watch my video. Correct. And you got to give the love back, Tina. So Rondell Ellison, models of locomotives in Frisco colors are extremely hard to come by up till recently. Nice to see that Fallen Flag finally get some love. Well, thank you, Randall. I put that up there because I've had it for a few weeks, and I thought it was time to take it out of the box and run it tonight because and the NS behind it. 3667, that's one of the new scale trains. So those two are the newer ones, and I just ran them together. So okay, what laptop you got, Daryl? I've got a Hewlett Packard. Everybody's got their own everybody's got their own opinions. Look, I just went to Best Buy one night, and I just said I want a laptop streaming computer, and I want it to be the biggest one that I can get. So they pointed me to this one, and they told me all the great features about it, and I bought it, and it's been beautiful. It's lovely. I absolutely love it. Now, the only thing that I'm going to say, okay, I will do that, Mike. The only thing I can say is I changed it out, the camera. It's a Logitech 922, and you know Jim was doing some camera reviews, Jim Tedesco, and I just bought this Logitech, and the difference in camera is just amazing. So Pappy, what you're seeing right now is the new camera. This is the camera I've used the last 2 times. This is the first time for this stream, and it's absolutely amazing. It's not making my back washed out where my streaming computer did. It kept trying to focus in and out between me and the layout, and I didn't realize how bad it was until I started watching some of my own videos, and I'm like, wow, man, that's just horrible. So you're going to want to buy an outside camera. So let me put the link back up. Okay, there's the link. And if anybody wants to join, please do. I got plenty of room. So dear adult, please post the SY link again. Oh yeah, thank you, John. I did. I just posted it. Okay, so I'm going to bring up. Okay, hide comment. Okay, so I'm going to bring. Here's Randall. I'm going to bring up Randall.
Hey, what's happening?
Hello, Randall. Welcome to. Okay, now I got to move. Now I got to move myself over. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so now I've got trackside Mike. Hey, Mike. You there?
I think he's muted.
I think you're muted, Mike.
There he goes.
There you go. You got it? Nope, you're still on mute. Oh, wait a minute. Is that me? Nope.
He's not muted. There may be something wrong with his mic.
Is your mic okay? Okay. There you go. That's better.
Hi, can you hear me?
Okay. Yep, you can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason that defaults to my laptop mic.
There we go. That's better.
But I got.
Okay. Yep. Can you hear now?
Yeah, but I got a snowball. Yeah, for some reason it defaults to my laptop mic.
There we go. That's
But I got.
I think, Mike, I think we're getting an echo.
Okay, hang
We're
on.
hearing something in the background.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, I just closed YouTube, so
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah,
Can't
that's
wait.
exactly what it is. Okay, so PK and W Model Work says, nice work on the reflection back there, Daryl. Thank you. That was one of the reasons why Dave from Crooked River, we didn't really know each other very well, but we just started chatting, and Dave wanted me to help him with the pour, and that's how Derail Daryl got to do the pour with Dave from Crooked River in Eastern. And wow, what a beautiful scene that turned out. And actually worked out really well because he actually really did need my help. But it worked out really, really well. Okay, I fallen the ball a little bit behind. So Steve, let me see what Steve says. Steve 87th PSAP says, I would, but it's been a long day, 10 hours and 2 trips across the factory. No, I hear you. It's the same thing for me, Steve. Same thing. And then Dave W. Ulmer doing, he should be bed by now. And then, okay, did somebody leave? Okay, it must have been Randall. You here? You there, Mike, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I don't know what happened to Randall. Something probably happened, but there you go, buddy. I'm going to put yours up. Very nice scene.
Thanks. This is just the test bench I got that I was telling you about, my second
Right.
level.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, very cool.
So I'll show you some mini prints here. Does anybody recognize that guy by the engine shop?
Uh-huh.
Lionel Strain
That's really cool, Mike.
from Modeler's Life. And a couple of belt pack guys. And yeah. And then I did the some tank cars with mini print decal on it that they were giving away.
Right on. That was really cool. I like the way you did the grass work there.
Yeah, thanks. The
Yeah.
static grass.
Yeah, is that done? Is that the static grass?
Yeah, that's static grass.
Yeah, that looks really good. It's blended in very, very well. Looks very, very good. See, that's the exact same reason why I got the camera, so I can move around like that.
Yeah.
My problem is the minute I move, I start sweating profusely because it's so darn hot in my garage. But I'm bound and determined it's going to, okay, it's going to get cooler. And so let me bring back up Randall again.
Yeah, sorry, Daryl. I had to move back outside again. For some reason, it's not like I'm being in the house. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that bear.
So PK in Western Model Works says, plus that looks like John Armstrong photographer's curve with an added reflection. Well, thank you. This is like one of those things, like I said, you know, I mean, I have a lot of places to stream from on my layout, but I just choose to stream here right now. So, you know, so here we go. Okay. Hello, Dundas Junction Model Railroad. You back again. Weather Wind AJ. Hello.
Hey, AJ.
hello, AJ.
Thanks, AJ.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, Dave. I hear you. Dave from BNSN Scale. Going to take some time to get through all these channels. Yeah, that's a lot of channels.
Hey,
you know,
I appreciate the shout out there, and I appreciate you coming up on Monday night there. That's awesome.
yeah. So let me see here. So
Thanks,
Schuylkill
John.
River Valley John says great scene, Mike. And it is, Mike. It's a very nice scene.
Can you guys see the lights on?
No, actually that looks good just the way it is. Actually, I'm the dark man right now. I don't, I moved I'm a little bit dark, but that's okay as long as the back of my layout's seen, I don't care.
Can you see the street lights are lit?
Yeah, I can see that they're lit. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty neat feature there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Pappy says, George, I'll give it another go sometime soon. We'll see. Very well.
Yeah, I can see the chat now too. So.
Oh, you can see the chat now too?
Yeah.
Okay. Weathering with AJ. Hey guys, nice layout. Sorry for leaving and coming back. Laugh out loud. No, not sorry. You're doing what your mom and dad told you to do, which is your chores. That makes you a very, very good person. Your mom and dad are teaching you right. So Pappy says, Dwight, when you do 3 or 4 one shows, why keep what was that again? Dwight, when you do 3 or 4 and no one shows, why keep trying? Who is that? Are we talking about Dwight Curley?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Dave.
It's Dave from Crooked River and Eastern.
What kind of coffee are we having tomorrow?
I don't know. Let's see. What do I got on hand? I finished all my cherry Freedom Hill coffee. I think I had some Black Rifle still. I'm due for another shipment of one of the two. So I don't know. 9 o'clock. Hey, Daryl, can you pull his picture up? That's a beautiful scene up there with the sea.
Isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to tell you what. I'll put Trackside Mike's scenery up, and I'll take us all down.
Yeah, my God, that is beautiful, Mike. Is
Thanks.
that what you were working on the other night?
No,
this
this
is
is
yard.
Yeah, what I was working on the other night is my main layout.
Oh, this is a
This here.
diorama?
Yeah, this is just a 8-foot diorama.
Oh man, that is beautiful. Love the weathering on the building too. Oh, I like the sienna. That's a great idea. I just painted all my my fascia yesterday, and I like that sienna. That's the noodle. Is that what they call the noodle scheme?
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah. I like that.
Wife has a Cricut machine.
Mine too. They're giving me ideas. I got more
there
work
you
for
go.
that woman to do already. Can't keep up. I might have to learn how to use it.
Same with on the building, Dave. That's done from a Cricut machine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that really is. It's a beautiful scene.
Hey, I just want to say also, before I get off track, Tina, I did go watch a banana cake video just now. Oh, man, I love banana bread. It's
yeah,
nice.
same here.
Very good. Looks delicious, Tina. So, and we were talking about commenting before. I tend to say I'm new to the channel. Not so much I subbed, but I liked, and I'm new here. You know what I mean? Instead of saying I subbed, I wonder if that would make a difference than saying I subbed to you, you know? I don't know if it will or not. But anyways, just a thought. It's easier to say that than to try to write that.
So, Dave, since I'm hosting,
yep,
you went up on Tina's video, and what did you see? Did you see her baking a cake, making a banana cake?
Yeah, she was making a banana bread or banana cake.
Oh, cool.
It was about a 12-minute video, so I was kind of watching that while you were talking, and
Oops, not the camera over.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Hey, better the camera than the locomotives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, but she was doing a nice job with it. It looks delicious. But I got some bananas that are getting real close to where I won't eat them. They get too ripe, I won't eat them. You know, and my wife makes pretty good banana bread too. Tina, do you ever throw anything else in it, like blueberries or chocolate chips or anything like that, nuts, stuff like that? Is that you're talking to a large man here that likes to eat. So
Especially
I like
snacks.
banana bread and coffee goes really well in the morning, 9 a.m.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Anyways, how's Randall doing? Is he still in there?
Yeah, I'm
Um,
still here.
Oh,
Hey,
Randall.
What's going on, buddy?
Randall's still here.
No, not a whole lot. Just checking out Daryl's stream,
Yeah, buddy. Doing a nice
chatting
job.
up with everybody.
You almost think Daryl did live chats before.
Right?
A couple guys
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah. So Tina says, which place is nice to have vacation in the United States?
Cleveland. I mean, come on.
I knew you were going to say that.
I love it here, man. Born and raised.
Well, look, Tina, a great place to go for first off would be absolutely Las Vegas. Of course, everybody, Las Vegas is iconic. And then from there, Tina, would be, I would say, the Grand Canyon area in there, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, just absolutely beautiful landscapes. So really, I mean, the central middle of it's right nestled between California, Nevada, Arizona.
I'll throw one out there too, Daryl. I've got a video on it, the Cascade Mountains.
Oh, yeah.
I have the Trains on Location video that they did eons ago, but that's quite a place just from the videos I've seen of it.
Your small channel. Oh, you got two channels, Steven? You got a different channel? Hey, are those all from the cricket? Is that what you're showing over there, Mike?
Yeah, those are all from the cricket machine.
Yeah.
What's
What
the
did I
cricket?
ever do? I'm moving my camera. You don't want to look at me. But yeah, she's going to be doing some work for me over here on this candy company for the silos and the. That's one of those tilt-up buildings. Whenever we get back to the screen, you'll see.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, those are nice.
Yeah. I just
Um,
thought I'd show you those. Great.
Okay, Dundas. Thank you.
oh, hey, Steve 87. Washington. K.V. Croft, Montana. You better get there. Montana's beautiful. So is Wyoming. Just big open space. Yeah, the national parks. Pappy, I agree. Well, you got the usual tourist traps. Your Disney's of the world and that type of stuff.
Yeah, Florida's another good place to visit. I mean, you've got Disney
Yeah,
World.
I love Florida.
Yeah, I mean, the climate's beautiful there.
But you could go to, like, say, upstate New York. That's beautiful up there too. The Finger Lakes area and that type of thing. I mean, it just depends what you're into. What do you like? Are you more of an outdoorsy person? Are you more of somebody who likes attractions? Amusement parks, things like that.
So,
Hey, Steve, that's not cool, man. Cleveland's a great place, man. You can stay at where you're at.
I did put that one up.
You can stay in Washington. There ain't nobody clamoring to go there from here. And after you guys burn the place down. So don't get me started, man. You're very defensive.
No, they're
Hey,
not.
Weathering with AJ says, "Hey, are those cars glued down?" I don't know which cars.
Oh,
So-
hang on. Let me switch camera again. I believe he's talking the ones by the shop.
So I'm
And,
just okay. I'm just gonna say, Croft. If you never been to Montana, you better get there as well. Montana is one of those most beautiful states. It really is. Right along with Wyoming, South Dakota, North
good day, Ray
Dakota.
Martin.
But I mean, as far as visiting, Tina, I mean, the West Coast is where it's at, where it's happening.
And while you're in Montana, be sure to check out the Montana Rail Link before it disappears into BNSF. So
Steve 87s. No. We don't want any more visitors in Washington. They tend to stay. Okay. All right. I'm going to put us all back up.
Yeah.
Pappy, you're not, or JD, you're not wrong, man. It's just a beautiful country. There's so much to see out there. You never see it all. Spend a lifetime looking for things over here. It's 50 years ago, buddy. Get over that.
So Maria's Pass is very best. Sorry, no, it's beautiful up in there. It is. It's absolutely gorgeous up in there for rail fanning. And JD, yes. Norman Rowe. I mean, New York is beautiful in fall and spring. Yeah, upstate New York is absolutely gorgeous. I know because I went there when I was a little child, and it was beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, and here it is again. You know, JD said it best. There you go. Hands down. All 50 states. Thank you, brother. Absolutely. But which month is the snow? Because I can't handle cold. Well, again, anybody want to comment?
I mean, anywhere north, you're looking anywhere from October through March, April. Mostly over the winter, December, January, February, March. We really start, like here in Ohio, we really start getting cold probably, mid to late November. You're pretty steadily in the 40s, 30s, or less.
Yeah, we don't get too cold until January. That's when we start seeing snow. January, November, December.
Yeah.
Depends.
So
where are you at, Mike?
I'm just north of you. I'm in Ontario, southwestern Ontario,
okay.
right up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd say, sometimes we got a snow-covered Christmas. We get a lot off of Lake Erie, a lot of that lake effect.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of that sometimes.
Yeah, we get
once that blue moon, we'll get a pretty good snow here, but most of the time we get ice storms here in northern Arkansas during the winter months.
Oh yeah, you could keep the ice. I'll take the snow.
Yeah, we would like for somebody else to deal with the ice too.
No, I don't like that.
So Waycross has Waycross trains on HO scale, 28-inch radius with less derailments or run longer cars, 50, 60 or longer. Dave, you want to answer that one?
28s. I have most of my radius is 28s. I run auto racks. I run passenger cars sometimes. I run intermodal. I mean, I have no troubles with derailments.
Yeah.
You just got to take your time with the track work. I even have some 26s. I mean, I think anything over, say, 24s, doable. It just depends how it looks. The longer cars don't look right on a tighter curve. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just reading Waycross's question there, that would technically be kind of both. It looks better and then it reduces the derailments.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if you can go ahead and I always look at it as the larger radius that you can get, the better. But I mean,
now
it's not always conceivable to do, or feasible to do.
Yeah, some of the older Walters auto racks I have, they can actually take 18-inch curves. I wouldn't recommend it, but way back in the day, the older cars I had would take the 18-inch curves, but they certainly do a lot better on 22 and wider. So
yeah, I agree.
And I've heard that. Most of my curves are anywhere from, they're anywhere from 28 on up to 34.
And what-
My center
Oh, go ahead,
section
Daryl,
is
sorry.
36. No, my center section is 36, only because it's got a harsh incline, and it goes anywhere from 2% to 3.5%, back down to 3%, then 3.75%. Yeah, it's kind of wavy, but yeah. But again, the radius does make all the difference in the world. So I'm going to catch up here with the chat, guys. Go ahead and keep chatting, guys, because I'm just putting up.
And the only thing I was going to say, Daryl, was when I mentioned the older auto wrecks, I'm talking about cars that were made pre-2005, because a couple of those cars that I mentioned were made in 2002. So
Right.
they don't have the details to bind them up that the newer cars have.
Okay.
Mm.
So George says we take out our winter coats once it hits 60.
Daggum.
Yeah, he goes in Florida, got that thin blood.
Yeah. Gloves
I
and
get it.
scarves 55.
Man, if we got 68 here, we'd be living right.
Well, yeah. I mean, God, it's been 95 plus here where I am. I know because of where JD lives, it's way cooler because he's more coastal. But where I'm in the valley, so it's hot here. Period. The end. So Stevie 87 says on the Caribbean, Norm, lived there for about 2 years. Well, that's cool.
It only
that would
got
be
to
cool.
73 here today, and it was wonderful. Of course, it rained most of the day today, but boy, it sure was nice not to have to wake up and it'd be 95 degrees
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, it was a little humid here today, actually. Wasn't real hot, but it was humid.
Yeah, humidity was pretty bad here too, but boy, it was a lot better than it's been the past month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Waycross says I designed my track plan of off any rail with 28-inch radius mainline. That's perfect. Really, you're off to a great start.
Yeah, Dwight. I don't know if you can see Dwight's comment or not, Daryl, but he's talking about making it on his 18-inch curves. If only I run 4-axle engines on them, and that's how I do my inner loop. I have 2 loops
That's
on
right.
my layout.
That's
One
right.
has 18. Yeah, one has 18-inch curves, and that's basically slated for locomotives that are 4-axle and cars
Thank you,
that are under
John.
60 feet in length. So
Thank you, Schuylkill River Valley. Thank you so much for your help, John. Really appreciate your help. Thank you very, very much. Yeah. And I would say the same thing. So yeah, if you're going to run smaller curves, yeah, you can just run 4-axle trains, and that works. Just like I said, mine are all 8s, which takes up a lot of room. Mine are all Electrofrog number 8s. They're all Picos, and I run 3-axle trains. That's what I run. I do have quite a few 4-axles, but I just like the big trains. That's just, I love to see it. So
yeah, I mean, same here with me. I love the 6-axle engines, but there's times where you got to have a functioning layout, and 6-axle engines can't cut it.
no,
And you have to run a 4-axler too. So
right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Croft, I know exactly where Ridgecrest, California is, and they are cold at 68. Yeah. So, okay, so Dundas, he's back.
hey, Daryl, I'm gonna jump off for a second.
That's fine.
I'll be right back.
I'm not going anywhere soon.
Okay.
As long as I've got people who want to be on the screen, then that's fine. I mean, I'm here to interact with the chat. You know, that's what I'm here to do. And they showed up, and night, guys. My pleasure, Pappy. Anytime, Daryl. Yeah, again, John. You know, John from Schuylkill River Valley. and he's just a really super great guy. He's one of the STS guys, and here it is again. You know, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say this out. You know, if you guys know John, you probably most of you have already given him love, but check his channel out, go up and give him love. And you know, that just came right off the top of my head and right out of my lips, because John's just such a super great guy, and I can't thank him enough. Even in everybody's streams that he joins, he's just really super great guy to have in your stream.
Yeah.
Because he's very helpful in participating, and
Yeah,
he's
second
definitely
that.
an asset. Definitely an asset. So
I agree.
Possum. So
Mm.
Possum says, I lived in La Mesa, California, 2016 and 2017. It's been a while since I've been to La Mesa, but the only time I'm going to get to La Mesa if I can convince my wife to go see the La Mesa HO scale model train layout there, which is huge. It's massive. So Possum says, my smallest curve is 15 inches, but I model N scale. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
I mean, you definitely got to keep the scale in mind too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And Curly says, I like the big engines too, but there is always a but laugh out loud. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, Curly, I mean, you're doing well with your layout, and you know, I mean, you could try to get away with what you want to run, but you know, and then Dundas says HVAC crisis. Okay, Randall, there you go, my friend.
Yeah, I'm back now. Sorry, I had a phone call come in.
Oh, that's fine. Hey, you know what? That's fine. Norman Rowe, we're not hitting 68 as an overnight low. Laugh out loud. Yeah.
I'll give John the bell and the horn.
Mike. Yes, and right, Pappy. He's in almost every live stream helping out. He is great. Yeah, hands down. John is like it's almost like the stilt that holds the house. He's like the rock that holds the boulders from falling kind of guy, you know, because he's right there, and you don't even have to ask him. John's just right on top of it, you know. And so I always thank John for coming in. And you're right, Pappy. So Martin, so 6-axle locals in Collingwood Yard were a disaster. Does anybody want to comment to that?
I would assume probably some went on the ground.
And Dundas Junction.
That yard ain't too far from my house. I've been there. Right there.
Yeah. Size of your space controls your radius. Absolutely, it does. But we all know, we've all done it, and we've tried to stick as much as we could and just go completely, the opposite direction. We try to do the smallest curves, but what happens is later on down the road, we have problems. So Possum says Short Track Model Railroad Club in Vista, California has a fantastic N-scale layout. It is at the Antique Steam and Gas Engine Museum. Oh, that's cool to know. Didn't know that. So there's JD, because like I said, JD's coastal. Well, Norm, it gets into the 50s and not here. Oh my gosh, JD, I would just love to have 50s. I can't tell you. And Trackside Mike.
Makes a good sweeping weather.
Exactly, Dave. So hear it again. JD. Grandpa Rails, he's another guy who comes in and he helps out, and you don't even have to ask him. He's just right there. He's another one of those guys that are giving you updates on likes and thumbs up and some information. And again, JD's from Southern California, so he's a great guy. Go check out his channel. And I just know him best for where he lives and all those cabooses he has. He did a video one day, and I don't know how many cabooses it was, but it was a lot of cabooses, and I thought that was pretty cool. So
Yeah, that was a good video he did.
yeah. Curly expressed his happy he didn't come to your live laugh out loud. I don't know who that is. Norman Rose says, you're by the coast, JD. I'm jealous. 6-axle caused track damage to the yard. Yeah, I did. I would imagine so. Randall, you want to comment on that?
Center now, Martin. Maybe making a day.
Let me see here. Yeah, you talking about on Martin's? You talking about Martin Surthman's comment there, Daryl?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was getting ready to say they actually had a. Out here at Thayer, they actually let what would technically be track 3 of the yard at Thayer go to the point where they actually put a SD40-2 on the ground up there. It was a former Burlington Northern engine still in Cascade Green. They run that sucker off the rails, and they finally decided it was time to start making some repairs to that track. So they come in with a bunch of concrete ties and new rail and redid the thing. And now they bring in short stack trains and put in the yard, and short manifest trains, and they'll tie them down there in the yard so long as they're under. I don't know exactly what the max length is. I think it's around 5,000 to 5,500 feet is their max length to put inside the yard at Thayer.
So there we go. We have 31 cabooses at JD's house. There you go.
That's a lot of cabooses.
That's way more than I'll ever have.
But it was really cool the way he did the video. It really was. It really, really intrigued me. And, and that's what's neat about everybody's channel. I mean, it's this is a wonderful community. And again, Possum says, yeah, Grandpa does have a lot of cabooses. Dave BNS around 27 cabooses, I think. And Curly, how many cabooses do you have, buddy? Put a chat in the link. And then Miss Tina says, thank you, Daryl. Nice talking to you all. Well, thank you for coming. You've met a lot of neat friends here, and I'm gonna check your channel out, absolutely. And thank you for coming, and hopefully you come back next Wednesday. Okay? So make sure you push that bell icon so you'll know next Wednesday I'll be going live. So, all right. Okay, I'm trying to, let me see here. So George says, I think there is a bigger community in N and HO scale than O. Ooh, I don't know about that. The old scale, most of the old scale layouts that I subscribe to, their subscriber rate is out of sight. I mean, just unbelievable out of sight.
What's O scale? Garden?
No, that's G scale. O scale. Okay. Who's better to explain O?
I think O scale is 1/48 scale, Daryl. I'm not sure about that. Somebody might can correct me on that, but I think that's what it is.
Okay, so it's smaller. It's in between N and HO.
Well,
it's bigger. It's just right now.
HO.
Okay. The other way.
Yeah,
now.
HO. Yeah, HO.
Right now stuff. MPH.
Okay.
Lionel.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
bigger.
HO.
It's like the next step. You got what like ZNHO O. Oh no, S I think is between O, HO and O. S scale.
And the actual name of HO, its full name is actually half O, because it's half the size of O gauge.
You are correct. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Well, scale's pretty cool, man. It
Yeah.
takes way more space than I even have.
Yeah, you imagine if you went to N scale, you'd have a pretty big layout.
and
Martin Searsman, you ever go to that corner rails, whatever it's called? It's that big Lionel display out there in Middlefield, Ohio. It's pretty cool. The largest,
Thank you, Tina.
they claim to be the largest family-owned O-scale layout in the country, I guess. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what they claim. But it's a huge layout. It's in this big pole barn.
You're making
it's
me
pretty
hungry
cool.
there. Cracker Barrel sounds really good.
Yeah. I like some Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
I ate there once. It was pretty good. The one in Memphis.
Yeah, 148. Thanks, FL Railroad. The Rail Dog.
I will say this though, my niece likes the Yoo-hoo bars you get down there. So
You like the what?
they call it the Yoo-hoo bars.
Oh,
Yeah, like the company that makes the canned chocolate milk.
oh yeah.
They make these great big huge candy bars that they sell at Cracker Barrel, and she just loves them. So I'll have at some point I'll have to probably get her another one if I go back there. So
Sorry, guys, I'm laughing because Mystic's got a new name. Lobster John. Steve.
Mystic.
Steve 87th. I think you said it the last time. He goes, "What's up, Lobster John?"
Was that last night I seen that in the chat or today?
It might have been, but I did see it before.
Yeah. I was like, who's Lobster John?
Yeah.
Lobster John.
I see one of my pets come out here to say hi.
We can't see him, Randall.
Well, hang on just a second. I'll put him on
Yeah,
here.
we can't see the kitty. Meow.
I'll turn him on here in just in a second here.
I was gonna say, Randall, are you down by the tracks today, or
No, I'm not working tonight, so
you're off?
Are you slacker?
there he is.
What is
Yeah.
Kitty. Oh no, I can't say that. My dog's gonna attack me.
That's Camo right there.
Cute.
He's a pretty good old cat. He don't really bother anything.
Well, that's good.
Problem is, there's another old tomcat that beats him up pretty often, so he gets roughed up a little bit, not of his own doing, but I have to kind of come out here every once in a while, keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
See, I thought the TT was they make it like that joke. He was always saying TT scale. I'm like, there's a scale, TT scale.
Hey, guys, hold it down for me for a minute or two. I got to go get something to wet my whistle, and
Yeah, go ahead, Daryl.
okay, let me take down this one, and then what I can do is, okay.
So, Mike, what was that yard you were working on? What is that, like your main yard you were working on last night? Or Monday night?
Monday, that's my main layout.
All right, I'm gonna have to get up there and watch more of your videos to get a better idea of your
Yeah, no worries.
layout. I'm so far behind on people's videos. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I got I got to start playing catch up too.
So I'll give you. See if I can turn one of the cameras here.
It's kind of hard to see what you were doing, though. Unfortunately, it's hard because
the light or the cam where I got the cameras.
I mean that could be, but it just you're working so far away from the camera. But it's hard when you're working to be in camera and
be out of
and
camera.
everything else. That's right, James. James keeps it going. James a talker. I mean that in the best possible way. I don't mean that negatively.
Yeah, he's in the chat there. He's changed his name to D. Dundas Junction Model Railroad.
Oh, is that James? Oh, that's
Yeah,
the name of his railroad. Okay.
Daryl's like, "Hey, who's that?" And I'm like, "That's James."
Yeah.
So sometimes, like you're talking about on the TV and stuff, I'll turn the TV on and I'll watch somebody's streams, right? And just hit play all.
I do that too sometimes. Give people some watch hours and just get to catch up on their stuff too.
Yeah, well, I'm down here just working away, right?
You know, are you in the basement or where's your layout?
Yeah, it's in the basement.
All right. I gotta get a little more familiar with you. Same here, I'm in the basement.
That was a meet and greet we had up at OVR in, when was that, June?
I can get a passport. I'd like to come up there and meet with you guys up there.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
See, just below the CN sign, that's my training room entrance.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. It's like a nice finished basement.
Yeah. We made this like a little granny nook or an ensuite when the daughter was at home with the grandson. So,
okay.
And then now all the kids are moved out and gone. I'm like, okay, it's time for me to break out the trains again.
I just told the wife tonight, so we need to get that kitchen that we want to do because I get this wonder room out of this basement. I have a nice little lounge area.
Yeah. And like I say, this is just my test bench that I use, right?
Yeah, Mystic. Camo's a good old cat. He don't, like I was telling Daryl, he really don't bother anything. He's just a big old pet. So.
Yeah, not mine, man. He's a good cat, but he's a little mischievous. He comes down here, man. Before I had my room kind of blocked off, I'd come down here and I'd have all kinds of stuff messed up and missing, and he'd steal my trees and my people and knock over my cars. He's like Godzilla cat, man. He's a good cat. He's a little shit sometimes, but he's a good cat overall.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't bring these guys in because they don't like my trains that much. So,
do they jump at them?
Well, there's one little female cat that runs around here, and she thinks she's a house kitty. The problem is, the first place she goes is right towards my layout, and she jumps on and just starts just derailing trains and all that. Fortunately, I don't have any scenery on the layout, but she still likes to wreck the trains.
These things are moving.
Actually, the trains
they want to bat at that stuff.
Yeah, actually, the trains aren't moving when she does it. She just knocks them over.
Shit. She's just trying to tell you who's king, who's boss.
Yeah.
So the backdrop here too. This backdrop's a sticker. Vinyl.
It's a sticker? Who made it?
Yeah.
Did your wife make that too?
No, a sign place in town.
My backdrops have the adhesive backing.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good. I've had to take some spray glue in a couple spots because it was coming loose, but that could be some of the temperature changes back and forth too down here.
Yeah. Yeah, downstairs is a lot colder than upstairs for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Randall, I got a BNSF running across the bridge there. Been running that
There
all
you
night.
go. Hey, I was going to tell you, Dave. I almost forgot. I saw some CSX engines the other day.
Oh, cool.
I took a crew
Finally got some class down there by you, huh?
Yeah, I took a crew to Koshkonong, and it was a CSX leg grain train. So that was kind of interesting.
Nice.
We don't get many of those.
It's always cool to see, like, quote unquote foreign power, you know? Like, we see some BNSF up here, CN, Canadian Pacific, Union Pacific. I don't think I've seen any KCS locomotives.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I mean, you know, I'm not always out and about. Like, I don't live, like, Pappy would disagree, but I don't, like, have tracks that are, like, right out my door anywhere near. You know, about 15, 20 minutes is not super far, but it's not like on my daily travels I come across railroad tracks. Which I don't go anywhere anyways. I go to work and back. It's like a mile away.
Who's that? Who's that?
But, got there. A little hound dog?
No, this is Doberman.
Oh, cool. A buddy of mine growing up had a red Doberman.
Yeah,
Sweetest dog, man.
we never got her ears done.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
It looked like it had more like those floppy ears.
Yeah, she got floppy ears, but we never got them done. But she's always
That's
down
okay.
there. She likes to train.
AJ says he got a dog named Molly. What kind of dog, AJ? Yeah, Pappy, you're right. Everything I said is foreign power. Well, foreign, you know, because up here is Norfolk Southern and CSX mostly. Up where we live. So foreign power would be all those other railroads, basically. I say foreign power, I don't mean like foreign like Canadian and like Ferromax. I've seen like their cars, some Ferromax cars, like Auto Racks and that. But
we get Canadian National and Ferromax too. We get once in a blue moon we'll get a CP rail engine, but we get them from north and south of the border. So
yeah,
it's not impossible to see a little bit of everything.
I feel like I see that kind of stuff more than I would say like lease engines. You know, like your City Rail and stuff like that, or whatever. I don't feel like I don't see that much of that compared to like you see like a UP running on a CSX or or a BNSF running on that. I see a lot of like Canadian like CN and stuff with NS. Like I don't know if it's run through or if it's lease equipment or what they're doing, but
Well, I think the way BNSF functions, the reason why we get NS power quite a bit, they actually interchange at Memphis.
Oh, is that right?
I think, yeah, they have they take coal trains over to the NS, and there's a few I think winds up on Canadian National too. So. Because I've been to both CN Junction and NS Junction, so
Go ahead, guys. Keep talking. I'm messing around here. You guys are holding the show very well.
I'm tired of talking. Do your own damn work.
Okay. All right. Well, I can definitely talk. There's no problem with me there. Okay. So weathering with AJ, she's a golden retriever mixed with lab.
Nice. Yeah, that's what we had. Ours was mixed golden retriever with, I'm gonna say it was some type of hound. He's been gone a year now. It was actually a year today. He passed away. Kind of a bummer. He's a good dog, probably the best dog I've ever owned, man.
Yeah, I've only got one dog left too, and he's getting way up there in years. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Ferromex, yeah, that would be a really cool one to see. Absolutely, guys. I mean, I've never seen one up close myself, not anywhere near here.
See, now that surprises me. I would think you would have a better chance of seeing them.
You would
Like
think.
I would.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know.
hey, Daryl, you said you haven't seen any Ferromex engines yet?
Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
Randall, where I am most of the time is Colton Yard, UP Yard, and you know, I mean, I'm sure if I sit there long enough, I might see something completely different. But a Ferromex, nope. You would think that I would see something like that in my area, but I don't.
We've actually had a couple show up in the new Ferromex scheme, as a matter of fact. Most of the time you see those Ferromex engines, they're working as DPUs
Okay.
on BNSF. There was they call them slinky trains, but they're still cool. They're unit steel coil car trains, but BNSF refers to them as slinkies. And there was a Ferromex unit on it in the old scheme. So
Yeah, I'm not familiar with their schemes.
yeah, the older scheme is the green, white, and red scheme.
Oh, okay.
So,
What's new?
and the new scheme is a red and kind of a silverish gray with some white arrow-looking stripes on it.
Okay.
Okay, what is Mystic? What is Mystic talking about? The Slaughter grade. What is that?
Ooh, I've heard that name.
Mistake.
Trying to think.
Because
I think Delay and Block Productions did like a documentary on that grade.
Okay.
Isn't that the one that's supposed to be like insanely steep? Mystic. It's like 5% or something like that.
Oh, okay. That's bringing back some memory. Well, that's what I was doing. I didn't hit everybody, but look at Mike. We get trackside Mike. We get BNSF, KCS, and we get the odds of NFS, UP through the CN tunnel, St. Clair River. That's quite a mix.
Yeah, a lot of foreign power with the CN stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the guys that worked out BNSF said, man, those guys that work for Canadian Nationals have been living right. They got to sit in one of those CN engines. He said, man, they got air ride seats. They got a hot plate. They got, really nice refrigerators in them.
Oh, the creature comforts, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it should be. They all should have it.
Yeah, that's what one of them guys said. They ought to just make that like a standard equipment thing. But I guess CNCP has to have that stuff in because their trains might break down out in the middle of nowhere, and it might take forever to get to them.
Yeah,
it's cold up there.
Hello, Sean Pacific Railroad. Welcome. And we have Corey. Hello, Corey. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Corey's from the UK, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. I mean, these shows are truly international shows. There's no doubt about it.
Okay. Well, Corey says Slaughter had a runaway track.
Okay, yeah, that is the one I was thinking of then. It's got like that super insane grade on it.
Yeah, I think I watched something on that too. Yeah, because it is it is super steep. George. George says some mountain I'm too old to hike up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm in there too, man. Mystic. Pappy, we'll hike down the grade for you, my man. Curly, are you sure it's the job, Pappy? How about all those burgers you eat? Laugh out loud.
Oh, yeah. Oh, them burgers are good though, man. Whew. That's a nice little restaurant.
So, Dave BNS N Scale says was hoping for a merger BNSF and CN. Hey, with that brought up, isn't KCS and
It's CP Rail and Kansas City Southern are merging
Yes.
to form CPKC.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was supposed to be CN, and then CN backed out of the deal.
Yep.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's surprisingly, we still see the odd Kansas City Southern that runs through here with the CN.
When's that supposed to take effect? Or has it already?
Pappy, I'd
I
probably
think
roll
it's
down
next year.
Yeah, I think you're right, Randall.
I'd have to go back and read that article again, but I think it is like the first of next year or something, Dave.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is.
I
But
don't like seeing them all merge, man. There's so much history.
and we're losing Montana Rail Link too. BNSF is absorbing them, so
They take Pan Am. CSX absorbed them.
yeah.
I know with the CN, if they were going to buy Kansas City Southern, they were going to leave the Kansas City Southern paint scheme on them. But now that CP's talking about buying them, you'll see them all switch to CP.
Now, they're just going to be CP, or are they going to do like how BNSF did?
The article I read, it's supposed to be like a combination of the two schemes. Now, whether that's what the final product is, but
I hate that, man. I don't mean this in any way, but I do not like the BNSF colors that much. I mean, it's interesting, but I don't care. I would have rather seen Santa Fe stay in their colors. I used to like the Burlington Northern Green scheme,
Yeah.
If they went to Santa Fe, it would be nice to just keep them colors.
I mean, they're
yeah, George.
They're still
that's just me. I don't dislike BNSF. You see, I have a locomotive running.
They're still out there. I mean, they're still Green and Cream SD70 Max and Warbot -9s running around. So
I like that Green and Cream. That's a nice.
Yeah,
scheme.
it is.
I'd have rather seen them go with that.
Well, there was one engine. I don't know. Most of you guys may already know about it, but they painted one SD70 Mac in a one-of-a-kind paint scheme. It's since been repainted, so you'll never know it when you see it. But they called it the Vomit Bonnet.
Yeah, I think you talked about that before.
It is a Santa Fe type paint scheme, the Super Fleet paint scheme, except it's in green and cream, and it had Burlington Northern Santa Fe spelled out on a long hood.
Hello, Derek Alexander. Okay,
Hey, Corey.
So just to let everybody know, now I've got the two guys in here, Derek and Mystic. So and Steve 87th, he's right there with him. Let's see here.
Yeah, Dave BNSF M scale. That was not exactly the greatest way to apply a Santa Fe style paint scheme on a locomotive, but it's weird because in recent years that locomotive, even though like I said, it's been repainted into the H3 scheme and it's been rebuilt and all that good stuff, but that particular unit has almost gained a cult following in the last, I'm gonna say 5 years. Because
talking about the bonnet on it?
Yes, the vomit bonnet.
Yeah.
I believe it's number 9647, if I remember correctly. But
Thank you, Dundas. Thank you very much for joining this stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and good night.
Hey, James, have a good night.
Yeah, we'll see you, Jim.
Don't forget tomorrow's show. Coffee with Crooked River Railroad.
Yeah, man. Bye. 9 a.m.
9 a.m. James is retired, so he can time.
Yeah, but he's the busiest retired guy I know. That guy's always doing something.
Boy,
Of course, he had a lot going on with selling the house and everything with his mother-in-law and everything, this last year. So,
yeah.
So he had a lot going on there, too. So, that's all. You got to stay active even after retirement. My grandfather was, I don't know, he was still driving trucks in his 80s. He didn't do a lot, but he said, well, I'm going to sit around in a rocking chair and wither away and I keep active as long as I can, He did. He was 93 when he died. So.
Yeah, what I was referring to there, Daryl, was Georgia Sunbelt commented that CN tried to buy a NS. And
yes, they did.
Yeah, and because are they federal in the States or they're legislated anyways?
No, but there's monopoly laws and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Federal Transportation Board and all that.
Yeah, they squashed it. I remember that. James is picking up trains or buying.
Yeah,
that would be a huge purchase. My God, NS is huge, and so is BNSF.
Oh
They own
yeah.
like half the railroad, half the country.
I've actually heard some really crazy rumors. I mean, I've heard rumors that NS was going bankrupt and CN was going to buy them out. Just all kinds of weird, crazy stuff. I even heard once about a BNSF and NS merger at one point. So,
I think that's what Anthony was talking about, the BNSF and NS merger. It got squashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that would have went over too good anyway.
No, you don't want a monopoly anyways, right? I kind of like all these paint schemes, different companies.
Well, even just for consumers too. I mean, you get a monopoly and they control the prices, and
Yeah.
there's no competition with transportation.
Good night, Tina. Thank you for joining our stream.
You still
And
got
remember-
Yeah, Tina, it was great to check your channel out and meet you.
Yes, Tina.
Please
We're all
stop by
gonna
if you get time in the morning if you're awake. And
Yep.
I don't know where you're at. Did she say where she's from?
Singapore.
Oh, wow.
Time you get up tomorrow, Dave, it'll be probably tomorrow night for her.
Yeah. Kind of like Artie. When Artie comes on my show, he's, I don't know, 1, 2 in the morning or something like that.
I see Artie on everybody's show. I
But
don't
Artie
know.
he don't sleep. That guy's all over the place. Is he even in there still?
I was
Where
going to
did he
say,
go?
does he sleep or what?
I'm going to try to step back in the house. If I lose you guys, I'll try to jump back on. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Daryl, I think I'm actually going to cut out here. I'm getting
Okay.
kind of tired.
Okay. Yeah, actually,
Great job, man. Great first show.
Yeah.
well, thank you.
Look forward to
Thank
many
you.
more.
Yeah,
Keep
no,
it
thank
rolling.
you very much. I mean, as long as you guys want to hang out, I'll just hang out. If it starts falling off, I'm just going to get off. But so far, everybody's really interested, and that's good. That's what the show is about. It's just about just interesting stuff, and I'm just letting you guys do your thing, and I'm just kind of putting the chat up here, and Wigbag, did you give me a super sticker? I must have
he
missed
did.
that.
Yes,
I
he
missed
did.
that because I must have been gone.
No, he just sent it now.
He's just saying that.
Oh, he just sent it now? Well, thank you,
Yes,
Wigbag. Really appreciate that, my friend.
JB Hunt back in the day, rumor I always heard was something to do with, was it JB Hunt and I don't know, one of the railroads had to get bailed out by one of the railroads or something, and that's when they started running more freight on the railroad. I don't know if it was Union Pacific or who it was. I don't know. My dad used to always say
BNSF haul or did haul a lot of JB Hunt stuff, Dave.
it might have that might have been what it was, but I've
see.
always heard that there's some kind of in-law thing going on there, and they helped bail out JB Hunt, but they had to put so much freight on the railroad, trailer
Yeah.
train stuff.
Good
Yeah.
night, Anthony. So Corey says, I honestly think JB Hunt ought to buy a railroad, and railroads should sell long-term bonds, not stock. That's an interesting topic. And
That's
then,
why I started talking about JB Hunt and the railroad.
yeah.
All right, Daryl, I'm going to cut out of here, but
Okay.
again, good show.
All right.
Maybe I'll
Okay,
catch
thank
you
you.
tomorrow.
Have a
See you,
good
Dave.
one.
Remember, everybody, tomorrow, Dave's stream is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. So don't miss it. Dave from the
Hang on,
Crooked
hang
River
on, Dave.
Newsroom.
Hang on.
All right.
Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna have to show my cup.
Oh.
Dave, I'll bring my cup tomorrow.
29 plus 1. I like that. Very good. All right, man. Did the wife make that one too?
No, she got that at the store for me. I'm like, really? I'm like,
I'm gonna,
oh,
you
nice.
could get a cup thing for that cricket. There's a cup machine
Yeah.
or something that adheres the stickers to it.
Yeah, she got one of those. But no, she got this at the store, and I'm like reading it, and I'm like, I'm 49. Oh, plus 1. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Now we'll see you
All right.
later.
Okay, guys.
Okay, good
We'll
night,
see you.
Dave.
Take care, man.
So this is your first live stream, Daryl?
Yeah, actually, this is really, really truly my first live stream, because last week was more of a last week was more of a get on and just announce that Derailed Daryl's channel was going to do Wednesdays at 8:00 Eastern, and so really honestly, this is my first live stream for West Coast Wednesdays. So yeah.
No, great stuff. I just like I'll jump on every watch your channel every Wednesday for sure.
Cool.
So I got golf right until September 17th,
Okay.
I think, Wednesday nights, but usually done between 7:30 and 8.
Yeah. Yeah, I got lost here. And then Mystic down here. Daryl was formerly the man in the dark. Yeah, you know, I'm just I don't know what it is. I got to fix my lighting, but I had to turn off some of my other lighting but I thought it was I keep getting this bubble that keeps moving around my head, and I can't figure out where the shadow's coming from, and it's bugging me. I look like the dark moon on this side over here. If you can see, it's got a shape of like a moon on my forehead, and it was bugging me before I went live, and I couldn't get rid of it. So I guess you can call me the dark side now. I don't know. I have no idea. But listen, everybody, I've gone for almost 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think I'm going to cut it off there. And
all right, enjoy the stream, Daryl.
Yeah.
thank you. And I'm going to cut it off there. And guys, thank you so very much for the love. Really, technically, this was my first live stream for West Coast Wednesdays, and this is going to be my schedule, 8 p.m. Eastern. And please all make it back next time, next Wednesday. And remember, Dave from Crooked River tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And then Trackside Mike for sure. He's on Mondays at 7 and 7 Eastern. Him and James Galton. Okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. And okay, guys, don't go anywhere yet, okay?
Oh, one more thing.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Okay, good night.